You may now begin your presentation.
When Africa is mentioned, what comes to mind? Illiteracy, malnutrition, poverty. It is shocking to know that while Africa itself is extremely rich, its people are languishing in abject poverty. A unique value, however, that this great continent has, it's its market. And using the fundamentals of free enterprise, we developed our unique one community, one product empowerment strategy to explore the vast African market and address the problem of abject poverty in Nigeria.
Through this strategy, we inspired communities to identify and develop distinctive products with tradable values that can thrive in their environment. We then merged this strategy with information technology to accelerate growth in these communities. Eminent judges, ladies and gentlemen, join us as we share our stories of challenges, hopes, and successes attained while unraveling hidden opportunities in our communities. By executing multi-phase projects, we revived businesses, created jobs, uplifted the poor, and built a better world, all within the context of free enterprise.
Our story begins in Ogotu, a community in southwestern Nigeria. Since my involvement in SIFE, I have not met a set of more meticulous people taking so much pride in their age-long craft, raffia weaving. If hard work is a true measure of success, then ladies and gentlemen, you should be watching one of the richest communities in the world. However, our team discovered with shock that a full-time weaver with at least 4 dependents realized only $6 a week from this back-breaking task.
Being agents of change, we were challenged to create better livelihood for the women in this community. And after a series of interactive sessions with the various mat-weaving households, we discovered that these women use primitive tools despite the extremely labor-intensive nature of their craft. They lack essential branding skills and they are ignorant of current global trends in raffia production.
Having identified these challenges, we took the lead by forming a strategic partnership with an agency of the federal government in charge of the establishment and growth of small enterprises in Nigeria, SMIDAN, to facilitate a 2-week training program for these women in India on modern raffia weaving. This training afforded them the opportunity to have hands-on experience in modern weaving and product standardization. Subsequently, other women in this community have been taken through the fundamentals of reading and generating patterns, introducing colors and product diversification by the master weavers trained in India.
Skill acquisition is an important aspect of any project. However, it cannot put food on the poor man's table. To create economic opportunities for these women, we facilitated the accreditation of their products by the National Tourism Board. This boosted the sales of their product at major tourist sites and cultural festivals. To increase market access, we dedicated a section of our team's website to marketing.
Distinguished judges, ladies and gentlemen, from a community in a remote part of Nigeria, the eyes of over 400 people have been opened to the vast opportunities in their own craft. These women now produce raffia varieties as against concentration on mat production alone before our intervention. And this has increased their income from a meager $6 a week to an amazing $71. They now supply their products to other parts of West Africa. 14 support businesses are now thriving in this community due to the revival of the raffia industry.
Motivated by a desire to sustain this craft, the federal government agency helped us to mobilize resources for the setting up of a skill acquisition center in the community. This center is currently being equipped with modern weaving machines to enable these women meet increasing demand for their products. And with this center in place, over 1,000 business opportunities will be opened up in the 24 other villages surrounding this community. Eminent judges, ladies and gentlemen, is this not amazing?
In 2004, our team identified a rural community, Ayoba, with a dying occupation, cocoa farming. This village was in dire need of economic empowerment before our intervention. To create economic opportunities for these villagers, a need assessment session was conducted and beekeeping selected as a viable business venture. Through the assistance of a seasoned expert, practical beekeeping workshops were conducted with 42 family heads. With a per capita income of 72 cents, however, these villagers found it difficult to set up beehives. We therefore facilitated the formation of a cooperative society called Obeloin, and this group pulled their resources together, establishing 19 beehives and generated a 215% increase in annual income per family by May 2007.
Despite this success and an increasing demand for pure honey products, Ayoba villagers found it difficult to expand their business due to lack of capital. Obviously, they had been living from hands to mouth, paying little or no regard to savings and investment.
With a commitment to set these villagers on a path of financial independence, our team approached the UNDP to assist in raising capital for the expansion of their business. And in January 2008, UNDP provided a non-collateral grant of $2,500 for the group. To guard against further financial blunders, however, our team, in conjunction with the UNDP, conducted a series of credit counseling and loan amortization workshops for the group.
And through the financial lifeline from the UNDP, the Obeloin group was able to raise their capital base by 190%. They also displayed an average 72% increase in financial management skills. Practically, the group now invests an increasing proportion of their profits to expand this business.
A massive 320% increase in annual income per family was recorded this year by the Obeloin group. Moreover, this is generating additional income for the welding and carpentry businesses in this village. It is also interesting to note that this group has never defaulted in the repayment of their loans and has set for more loans from the UNDP.
In a world where the production of one of the most common staple foods is declining due to natural hazards, here is a country with about 5 million hectares of land suitable for rice cultivation. Ironically, that same country is the largest importer of rice in Africa. It is said that the greatest tragedy is not to die, but what potentials die untapped. To tackle this global problem, we started by using resources in our local communities, beginning with Iwoye.
This community, living in abject poverty, is endowed with over 500 hectares of land suitable for rice cultivation. This is like sitting on a gold mine, understanding that the doors of opportunity will remain closed unless we push. We felt challenged to strike a working partnership with the Rice Farmers Association of Nigeria to harmonize the needs of the Nigerian consumers with the untapped potentials of this village.
And this partnership gave birth to an entrepreneurship workshop where rural farmers were taken through the nitty-gritty of rice cultivation. To add the needed practical experience, 10 villagers were carefully selected to collectively cultivate 10 acres of land. And this started the grain revolution in Iwoye. The bountiful harvest realized this year encouraged us to execute the next phase of the project, where skill acquisition workshops were conducted with experts in the rice value chain, taking these enthusiastic women through the fundamentals of rice threshing, parboiling, drying, milling, destoning, packaging, and marketing techniques.
Distinguished judges, ladies and gentlemen, the revenue flow from the sale of this rice harvest gives the following figures. From the 10 acres of land cultivated, 5 metric tons of rice were harvested in 4 months. With a market price of $3 per kilogram, this gives a turnover of $15,000, with a production cost and other expenses totaling $3,300. This gives a massive $11,700 for the 10 farmers in just 4 months. To them, this was more than a dream come true.
Having recorded groundbreaking successes with 10 villagers, we proceeded to broaden the impact of this project by involving more villagers. But with an increase in the number of villagers, we discovered a strong need to mechanize rice production in this village. Doing this, however, requires huge capital, which we as students do not have. Therefore, our team developed and submitted a comprehensive business plan to SMIDAN. The business plan was approved, and this led to the introduction of low-cost strata's and soil and water management technology.
With various doors of opportunities opened in this community, we are pleased to unveil the new face of Iwoye. Through our efforts, a 500-hectare rice village was set up, and this has opened up this community to investment opportunities in the rice industry. 354 jobs were created in just 4 months. The villagers involved in rice cultivation recorded a massive 904% increase in income. Currently, farmers are being involved in cultivating 120 hectares of land, and this will generate a whopping $720,000 as turnover later this year.
Encouraged by this success, we partnered with the federal government of Nigeria through the Ministry of Commerce and Industry to replicate this rice model in other communities in Nigeria. In the first phase of this partnership, over 600 hectares of land will be cultivated. An estimated additional 4,000 jobs will be created, and a gross revenue of over $3.6 million will be realized over a 2-year period. This is phenomenal. Julian, please tell us more.
We were very happy to see all of our efforts in this community translate to the launch of a new rice brand, Ofada Ocean. This brand is now available in major markets in Nigeria. And this market opportunity has encouraged these villagers to increase production, employ more hands, and indeed increase their income-generating capacity, which invariably leads to the escape from the dreaded poverty trap. What we started as a small rice venture has now grown into a reputable nationwide business from which these people now earn sustainable income used to improve their standards of living. At this point, let us hear what the community head has to say.
Knowing that ethics has a compulsory expression in all forms of businesses, our product quality assurance project was executed in all the communities reached. And this project addressed clear-cut ethical issues associated with their specific products.
Local rice produced in Nigeria is known to be filthy due to poor processing techniques. We therefore saw the need to standardize rice production in Project Grain Revolution. To this end, our team, in conjunction with the Rice Farmers Association of Nigeria, successfully installed destoners and parboiling machines with the assistance of the UNDP. We also trained women rice processors on standard processing techniques. And due to all these efforts, the rice currently produced in Iwoye community is stone-free. This has increased customers' confidence and patronage.
In Project B, salient ethical issues relating to honey adulteration was addressed, as the villagers were exposed to the hazards of bee killing, bush burning, and its effect on environmental sustainability. The need for product standardization was emphasized in Project Weave On, and this led to improved patronage and brought about a remarkable increase in income. The use of inaccurate weights and measures in marketing of farm produce was addressed through our TradeNet platform, as all the villagers on our network now adhere strictly to the use of appropriate weights and measures.
The projects earlier presented are brave. However, a systematic analysis of the free enterprise principles revealed that for sustainable economic changes, there is need for well-functioning markets. Hence, we present to you how we harness technology to make the vast African markets work for all our target communities.
Our findings revealed that West Africa has a potential agricultural market of $25 billion each year. Yet, trade between the West African countries remains minimal. The principal constraints are lack of timely price information and unfavorable trade environment. Coming down to Nigeria, the situation is not different, as over 70% of farmers in our target communities lack a level playing ground when it comes to marketing their produce.
Our quest to explore market opportunities prompted us to form a strategic partnership with USAID Mistoa. Our survey revealed that an average farming household has a mobile phone, can send and receive text messages. We then deployed an interactive market intelligence system called TradeNet. TradeNet allows anyone, anytime, and from anywhere in the world to request and receive latest prices of various commodities across major markets in West Africa through their mobile phones.
In a bid to make this market intelligence system work, our team, in conjunction with the International Center for Soil Fertility and Agricultural Development, IFDC, organized the first statewide agribusiness stakeholders forum, where cyber cafe operators and extension officers were exposed to the wonders of TradeNet. Subsequently, an agribusiness information point was set up, where farmers and traders now request price information, place bids and offers, and make trade deals using both the internet and their mobile phones.
Further monitoring on the Market Intelligence Network, however, revealed that more bids come from other West African countries. We therefore saw the need to strengthen trade within the West African sub-region. And in January this year, our team made a trade exchange visit to Ghana, where we met and discussed terms of intra-regional trade with IFDC officials, the Ghana Producers and Traders Organization, GABIC, BusyLab, and the SIFE team of Accra Polytechnic. As a direct result of this trade exchange visit, a local market information network was set up by our team and the SIFE Accra team to facilitate and sustain trade relations between the two countries.
The ripple effects of these projects are mind-blowing. So far, 577 farmers have enlisted on this network, and they now receive daily prices of their farm produce from over 600 major markets across West Africa. Our achievements in this project made MTN the largest telecommunication network in Africa to partner with USAID Mistoa, the outcome of which is the free request text message now enjoyed by TradeNet users.
Understanding that good business reinforced with proper financial management becomes an unstoppable force in overcoming poverty, we took our financial literacy efforts to another level by exploring the Nigerian banking industry, which is currently undergoing tremendous transformations.
It will amaze you all to know that only 10% of the over 140 million people in our country are banked. The situation is further worsened by an unreliable thrift system. This has made savings and investment a lifetime luxury for our target communities. But given the importance of savings as a vital link between present entrepreneurial success and future financial security, we saw this as a challenge. Well, if challenges do not stop coming to a determined team, the opportunity to succeed never ends for them. What then did we do?
Our quest to find a lasting solution to the savings problem of these people in our country ultimately led us to the initiation of a savings revolution in the Nigerian banking industry. The result of our brainstorming was the invention of a card which allows anybody, anywhere and at any time within Nigeria to deposit money in his or her bank accounts at the speed of a text message. The process is very simple. Buy a card equivalent to the amount you intend to save. Send the PIN to a designated phone number given by your bank, and your bank account will be credited automatically.
In a bid to make this card work, our team submitted a proposal to AfriBank in Nigeria to look into the implementation of the card. We are pleased to inform you all that work is at an advanced stage to roll out this card in Nigeria. But what will it mean by the time this card is fully introduced?
It will mean an integration of over 10,000 rural communities into the economic fabric of our country.
It will mean more than 380,000 jobs for card retailers and easy savings for the more than 50 million GSM users in Nigeria.
It will mean savings access for everyone.
And it will mean
a safe Nigeria. With all these, We have not just improved the quality of lives for others, but also we have met all of the SIFE's judging criteria. Making markets work for people is the goal of free enterprise. Using the fast-growing ICT, we provided a level playing ground for all of our target communities. Over 500 rural farmers on TradeNet now tap boundless market opportunities by adjusting outputs to meet market demand. Through our capacity building and skill acquisition workshop, we empowered over 400 women and several other youth with values such as uniqueness and teamwork needed to succeed in today's competitive global economy.
In Project Green Revolution, the poorest of the poor were equipped with essential entrepreneurial skills needed to fill a growing market need in rice production, while at the same time help in solving the current rice crisis in the world. Our intervention through Project B in Ayoba community helped the villagers achieve personal financial management skills, as evident in an appreciable increase in their capital base, proper record keeping of their business, and over 90% loan repayment rate.
In SIFE OAU, the business of creating sustainable livelihood is a growing concern. To uphold this virtue, we have put in place inherent sustainability strategies. And these include the conduct of our annual recruitment drive, tagged Where Are the Pyramids? The publication of our annual transition notebook. Our social responsibilities in and outside our campus have earned us scholarships from the school authority. And the donation of an entrepreneurship center by Oceanic Bank.
To ensure the sustainability of our community-based projects, we established the SIFE OAU Business Support Services Unit. This unit provides project monitoring, facilitates funding and collaboration with relevant organizations. And with the active support of our BAB members, the school management, and our faculty advisors, this unit successfully increased our team's income from a meager $4,000 last year to over $60,000 this year.
We believe that charity is not the answer to poverty. It creates dependency and takes away the individual's initiative to break through the walls of poverty. Unleashing potentials in each human being is the answer.
Through SIFE, we have given others the power we thought we never had, and internalize higher order learning outcomes such as action orientation, leadership, persistence, possibilities, and passion, giving sustainable livelihood to the communities around us.
With several communities rescued from perpetual lack, new businesses worth over $600,000 established, more than 1,000 people directly empowered so they can face tomorrow, trade relations among West African countries facilitated, and banking opportunities made available to the core of rural communities. We are leaving footprints in the sands of time.
And we are adding values to people's lives by reigniting a flicker of hope in a country we greatly and passionately believe in. Now we are convinced that the next generation will someday head not to any of these communities, but to a museum to see what poverty was once like upon the face of the heart.
And now, we invite you all to join us in this crusade of creating sustainable livelihood.
One community at a time.
Thank you all for listening.
Thank you, SIFE Nigeria. Judges, you may now begin the question and answer period.
Your intra-regional trade effort with Ghana was successful, and I congratulate you on it. As I believe you will want to expand this program and be successful with it in other communities and other countries, what are some of the learning experiences you had that represented challenges you've now documented success around? The challenges you had.
Is it for the e-farming project or for all our projects?
Yes, just for the intra-regional.
Okay, the intra-regional. The first thing was actually identify how we could go about merging what we had in our community with what other communities needed. As students, we are quite limited. So we had to work with USAID Mistoa. We went to their office in Ghana. They linked us with the Ghana Producers Organization, the GABIC, and then the Busy Lab, the people that implemented the system itself. So that was how it started, and we have stayed working on that together with them, and things are getting better now.
We have a number of questions on this table. These 6 projects, how many team members were involved in total on these 6 projects?
Our team strength is 400 in all.
Okay, that explains the 12,500 hours involved. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, this SAFE Nigeria project that you explained with this card, that's a far-reaching and not only commendable, but incredibly innovative product idea. Now, developing that must have taken resources. How did you fund the development of such a product?
Yes, it was actually born out of a need. It was born out of the need of one of the communities, Ayoba. They stay around a lot of kilometers from our school. They had to come to us every time they wanted to repay the loan, and we would take them to the UNDP office. So we saw this as bureaucratic. It was long. The process was long. So we came up, okay, what can we do for these people? They have access to mobile phones. Mobile phones is all over the place in Nigeria now. So we saw that as an instrument we could use to bridge the gap between them and any institution they want to pay money to. And that way, we came up with the idea. Then we went about with the high-level architecture, reached out to the bank, and now we are promising you that in the next few weeks, the card will be out. Thank you.
Some of your projects have been materialized with the assistance of various organizations, such as, for example, Rice Farmers Association. What was the specific weight of their assistance?
Yes, thank you very much. Rice Farmers Association of Nigeria come in several respects. The most prominent one is the aspect of training. We are students and most of us don't know about the rice farming business, but we saw the need and we took that lead. We went to them, okay, we need you to help us teach these people all the processes involved in rice production. And they came to our rescue, they helped us. And in auditing, in monitoring how it spreads out to other communities, Rice Farmers Association of Nigeria gave all members that are interested in the community free membership so that they will be able to come into the organization and get full benefits of every rice farmer. Thank you very much.
Hi. First of all, you've done Africa proud. It's a privilege to have watched you. Just going to stay on the rice one. The food security around cereal production in Africa is a key question.
Your time has expired. Judges, please join me in thanking the Obafemi Awolowo University SIFE team from Nigeria.